Have you ever stopped to think that your greatest asset isn't your money, your job, or your status? It's your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your decisions shape your direction, and your direction shapes your destiny. Successful people don't just act differently, they think differently, long before success ever shows up. Buddha once said, "What you think about is what you become." But if that's true, why do so many people stay stuck in routine? Why do dreams fade before they even begin? Maybe the problem isn't a lack of opportunity. Maybe it's not seeing the value in the moment. Today, I want to share a story about a young man who sold tea. But with one sentence, he changed his entire life. It's a story about the power of thought, the value of time, and how even the simplest things can lead to something extraordinary. Stay with me until the end, because this isn't just a story. It might be the beginning of yours. Every morning, Mike stood at the bus stop, a flask of tea in one hand, a few paper cups in the other. Some people bought from him. Most walked by without a glance. Until one day, a man in a long coat stepped off the bus. His eyes were deep, like he saw more than just the surface. Mike stepped forward. "Would you like some tea?" he asked. The man looked at the cups. "You only sell tea?" he asked. Mike nodded. "Yeah, that's what I do." The man smiled. "No, you're selling a moment. If you understand that, you're not just a vendor anymore." That night, Mike couldn't sleep. If tea is just an excuse, he thought, then maybe I can offer something more, a feeling, a spark, a reason to smile. The next morning, beside each cup of tea, he placed a small note. "Smile today. You're stronger than you think. Someone out there is waiting for your success." People noticed. Some smiled. Some came back and said, "That was the best tea I've ever had." Days passed. Mike wasn't just selling tea anymore. He was selling moments, and people lined up for those moments. With his small savings, he rented a tiny shop downtown. He painted the sign himself, "The Moments Cafe." Every drink came with an inspiring message. The tables were simple, but the atmosphere, it was full of peace. People came from across the city, not just for the drinks, but for the feeling. Then, one day, the same man in the long coat walked into the cafe. Mike greeted him with a smile. "Welcome," he said. The man was surprised. This was the same tea seller boy who had built a life from the power of his thoughts. Mike said, "Today I have a special message for you. You helped me realize how powerful my thoughts are. I always dreamed of a place where people could feel good, and now that dream is real." The man looked around, tables full of people smiling, writing, thinking. He turned to Mike and said, "You don't just sell tea, you sell hope. And today, I came to learn from you." Mike smiled. "Then let's share a cup, not to quench our thirst, but to create a moment worth remembering. If you can fill time with meaning, people will come to share it with you." Success isn't about what you sell, it's about what people feel when they're with you. And sometimes, all it takes is one thought to change everything. If this story made you feel something, like it now. Comment below and tell me, which part of the story resonated with you most? And don't forget to subscribe. Because if you're looking for videos that don't just entertain but inspire, you're in the right place. Don't miss the new videos.